This is why we call what we're doing right now troubleshooting the beehive in preparation for wintertime. So when you move frames from one hive to the next hive, you're always accomplishing something. You're either making splits, pulling the honey, or putting good foundation in. It's a constant cycle of doing something. Now, I don't know how well you can pick up with this little handheld camera, but Tommy's off about 75 or 80 feet from me. I've got a row of nukes over there. We made some splits a few weeks ago. As you can see, I'll pan down through here. We're at the lower end of my yard, and I've got a row of beehives here, and then I've got a row all the way up here, and then I've got a row here behind me, which we're working on these. I think Tommy's still got 2 frames or 3 frames of honey in there. Check the bottom part of that frame, Tommy. See if there's any eggs in it.
Yep.
If there was any, is there enough room in that nuke to put an extra frame?
No.
It's got full 5?
It had 5. I pulled one with the starter strip out.
Laid it the outside?
Yes.
Okay. Now there's another nuke at the end of that row over there that probably could use some if you got eggs in there or if you got some drone. This is a case where if we get lemons, you know, a lot of people say you got drone comb, you got a bunch of lemons. Well, the old fat bee man, he's up here and he's squeezing his lemons right now. He's trying to make some lemonade.
Yeah, I got eggs.
Okay, all right. We got eggs.
No queen.
Okay. Now what we do is we shake the bees off, make sure we don't transplant a queen. We're going to take that down to the end of that other row over there. I'm going to pan over here and show you how far we are. There's the row over there Tommy's working. Check that last hive down there, Tommy, or the second to the last one might need a frame. Those eggs will do it some good. Now I'm going to zoom right on up in here so you can get a little better. Tommy gets his exercise walking up here. We got 6 3/4 acres up here, and we try to keep it covered with bees. These weeds just don't pay a whole lot. They say, "Oh, fat bee man, you don't do a lot of walking, do you?" I put one of those little meters on my foot one day, or my lower part of my leg there, my pant cuff. I walked a little over 10 miles in a day, just walking, checking boxes from one end of the property to the other. But this, at my age, I got nothing else to do but work bees. Don't got no regular job. Ain't nobody hiring me if they did look for a job. As you can see, Tommy's been here like 6 months, and he pretty much can run these hives by himself. He's getting all his fine-tuning done right now on all these boxes up here, so that's the whole part of doing these commercial courses. This is a hands-on course we do here, and you're going to end up doing the work here so you see what we're doing. Because when you're going to go into business for yourself, you're going to be up at your house and you're going to be making mistakes, so best to make them here. And then fix your problem, and then when you go home, it don't cost you. Don't get in the back pocket. They gluing up good, huh, Tommy?
Yeah.
Now see, there's another thing right there where you've got a hive that's glued up. All right, you got some open honey in there?
Not much.
Okay.
But we can shake it.
I'll tell you what, bring it over here.
Okay.
Now, shake the bees off over there, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
What we do, we don't buy no refractor meters. This is how old beekeepers checked it before. Take it over a surface where you can see, and what we got here is a lid. and you turn the frame sideways and just give it a few shakes. See, we're shaking it? All right, then look at the lid. And you don't see any drops of honey on there? Then it's dry enough or it's evaporated enough that you can extract it and you don't have to worry about it being fermenting your honey. That's just the old ways of beekeeping that we've done for years. Some of us old beekeepers haven't changed the new ways yet. I guess that's the problem. Everything's computerized now. We probably got about, you think about 65 pounds in that box?
Yeah.
You were maybe running 55, 65 pounds of honey to this box. Most of the frames are sealed all the way, and part of them, a third of them, is probably 3/4, as you can see. And there's no shortage of bees on here. And most people would look at it and say, well, how can you do that? You pull a frame of bees out of there, a frame of brood, 1 to 3 frames a week. Theoretically, it takes a strong hive to make honey. And if you pull from 1 to 3 frames of brood from that hive, the hive actually never gets strong. But there again, these bees didn't read that book, you see. They're making honey, and I keep pulling the brood. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to here, and we're going to take, we got our bottom base of the hive, which is our hive body. And what we're going to do is we're going to move it over here and set it away. Now be sure to mark your stand, and you want to put the new box in its place. And what we're going to do is go clear to the bottom board. And Tommy will take it over here and set it in front of this whole row of beehives up here. Has it got a lot of weight to that?
So pretty good bit.
Okay. All right. If it's got a lot of, if it has a lot of weight to it, then you probably have 1 or 2 frames of honey that needs to come out. Now what we're doing is we're putting a new box or a new hive body. We're putting it in its place. It has a new beetle trap in it. We've changed it out. So what we're basically doing is going all the way through the hive to the bottom board, changed our beetle trap, and now we're going through it frame by frame. Now before you come back, Tommy, take the super and lean it against the front of the stand there and let those bees from that super migrate back up in there. We've got about 2 pounds of bees hanging on that one super. And we have one super up there that is full of bees and honey yet. Okay, we're going to come back here. Put a little smoke on your super. Just smoke it good around the area and get those bees that's on the ground to fly up into that box. Now those bees will basically just fly around until we put a frame of brood back in there or honey. We're going to try to get all this honey out of this box here.